Hello, my fans. Morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, I salute you. This is Mwaka Lutukumoi YouTube channel. It's a brand new video. In 2022, a 34 years old Traore Ibrahim Traore, now president of Burkina Faso, through military coup, became the youngest president in the world. Many young people are taking over governments in the world, most especially in Africa. Why? Because there is a young revolution. Young people, the millennials, in Uganda, for example, they constitute more than 76% of voters. This is big. This is huge. It's the reason why we have coups in West Africa. The young people are tired of the old, but we don't need to throw away the old generation. Before I go far, I would ask you kindly subscribe to my channel. Like or unlike it. Share so that the world can understand what we are talking or discussing. In Africa, normally we start our topic with a story, with a folklore. Once upon a time, there lived a kingdom in Africa. In this kingdom, there were the young people and the elders ruled. The elders, these are men and women from 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. They ruled. They had a king who manhandled the young people. The young people got upset, and guess what? They decided to kick out the old generation. They made their own king, they kicked out the old, and they started enjoying life. At first, it was a welcome change, but later on, life turned to the negative. The young king started womanizing, drinking, doing all the things youth can do. One day, to cut the story short, one day, a rat was moving around being chased by a snake. But you know, snakes love to smell and drink also alcohol, liquor. In some countries, I know you call alcohol liquors. In Acholi or Africa, we call it arege. Arege meat mada is so tasteful. So after the young king got drunk in one of the parties, a snake was chasing the rat, and the snake was bitten by the rat. It ended up at the king's palace. Smelling alcohol in the mouth of the king, the snake decided to enter into the king to also take the alcohol in the stomach through the mouth. This is a true story. Now, in the morning, everybody came and found a snake coiled inside the king, drunk. They couldn't pull the snake, but the snake was inside. It has taken enough booze or liquor inside the king. Now, the young people did everything, including burning the tail of the snake. It refused to come out. Now, one of the young men said, "We overthrew the elders. They could be having ideas on how to take off the snake from the king's throat. They sent quick fast one of the young men to the elders who were living by the neighboring district. Reaching there, they told a story of the snake entering the king's mouth. The elders laughed. They really laughed. And one of them just walked slowly and went to the trash can, checked it. A rat was hiding inside. The elder picked the rat and put in his small bag, in the small bag, and told the young man, "Let's go." The young man knew nothing of why the elder picked the rat. Reaching where the king was almost dying, and the young people were worried, the elder picked the rat from his bag and put near the king's mouth and squeezed the rat. The rat cried. And when the snake heard the rat making noise, out, the snake started coming out to get the rat. And the snake left the king's throat to go and pick the rat. The moral of the story is, whatever an elder sees while seated at the door step, a young man may climb the tallest tree or the tallest building, but will never see nothing. So an elder had the wisdom of a rat making noise to let the snake leave the throat of the king. Now, this story is akin to what is happening in Africa. To me, I think it's important. Much as the young people are trying to bring new leaders, they should not forget to bring in elders so that they can have a better Africa. Listen, Africa has over 35% of the world's natural resources like gold, diamond, silver, etc. Africa is blessed with a lot of wealth. Therefore, to avoid colonialism, to avoid second colonialism, at first the Europeans colonized Africa. They sat in Berlin conference in Germany decided to partition Africa to 54 countries. They made imaginary borders across Africa. Americans took millions of Africans into slavery. Resources were siphoned. Now, Africans practice democracy, but it's failing. These different coups in Africa suggest that something is going wrong, something is sick in Africa, and the West must wake up, else they'll rise up when it's too late. When China and Russia have taken over Africa and colonized it, and this time colonized by communism, is terrible. I salute you. God bless. Wait for the next video. It's about no coup in Uganda and why we shall discuss. But please subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell so that YouTube can remind you each time we make a video. God bless.